S Jaishankar meets Putin in Moscow amid Trump's tariff threats over Russian oil purchase. Indian Foreign Minister S Jaishankar met with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Thursday, August 21. The two leaders discussed ways to expand India-Russia bilateral ties. The meeting was part of his three-day visit to Moscow for the 26th session of the India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission on Trade, Economic, Scientific, Technological and Cultural Cooperation, (EURIC-TEC). Jaishankar also met his Russian counterpart, Sergei Lavrov, and discussed bilateral ties between the two nations, covering a range of topics. The visit comes amid the recent tariff threats by U.S. President Donald Trump, who imposed additional 25% duties on New Delhi, on top of earlier 25%, citing Russian oil purchase. Following his meeting with the Russian president, Jaishankar wrote on X, "Honored to call on President Putin at the Kremlin today. Conveyed the warm greetings of President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Apprised him of my discussions with First DPM Denis Manturov and FM Sergei Lavrov. The preparations for the annual Leaders' Summit are well underway," he added. Appreciate his sharing perspectives on the global situation and recent developments on Ukraine. Jaishankar meets Lavrov. During the press conference with Lavrov, Jaishankar said that India and Russia ties are among the steadiest in the aftermath of the Second World War. "We believe that relations between India and Russia have been among the steadiest of the major relationships in the world after the Second World War," he said. Geopolitical convergence, leadership contacts and popular sentiment remain its key drivers. Following his meet with Lavrov, Jaishankar wrote on X, "Had a detailed discussion on our bilateral ties, including trade, investment, energy, fertilizers, health, skilling and mobility, defense, and people-to-people exchanges." He added, "We exchanged views on Ukraine, Europe, Iran, West Asia, Afghanistan and the Indian subcontinent. Also spoke about our cooperation in UN, G20, SCO and BRICS. Our meeting helped prepare the outcomes and decisions for the annual summit later this year." Visit to Moscow amid Trump's tariff threats. Jaishankar's visit to Moscow comes amid the looming U.S. tariff threats on India. Trump initially announced 25% trade duties on India, citing trade deficit with India. But earlier this month, he imposed additional 25% levies over New Delhi's purchase of oil from Russia in a bid to pressure Moscow to end the war in Ukraine. While Trump has said that countries buying Russian crude are fueling the war, he has not imposed any penalties on China, which is the latest buyer of oil from Moscow.